When I started elementary school, my parents instructed me to pronounce my name in a way that it was never pronounced.
Oh.
And I remember being like, that's not my name. And they're like, people can't say your name. Just make it easy for them.
Oh, no.
I grew up in 2 different cultures. I was born here, and I grew up 3 months out of the year in Turkey. Because my parents were more comfortable in that culture, they were more permissive in that life. And then in this life, they were so restricting, and I felt trapped, completely trapped. So this association with here, I feel trapped. Other places, I feel free.
Whoa. So that would definitely skew how you see yourself in these different places, in these 2 worlds, right? What was it like living in this world?
Here, I got attention because I was the exotic Turkish person. I spent many years being a show. You're so wild. You're eccentric. You're so exotic. I could never. Oh, I could never. You know? I definitely received a message growing up and into recently where I'm too much.
Oh, wow. So do you feel like that was a comment on your personality or something more connected to your upbringing and your culture?
All of my sisters have also experienced that, and so I do think it's a cultural thing. And even in Turkey, I didn't feel like I fit in there because I was the blue-eyed American girl. You know, like pop culture, American girl.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of always brushed off like any attention I was getting. I never felt like super connected with any individual.
Yeah.
I lay in that space of like a nuanced like person of color because I identify, but I don't present as.
Oh, I get that. I feel like I'm in the same boat, actually. Have you run into weirdness about that in the past?
There's a POC Facebook group, and a friend of mine added me to the group. I was in it all of a sudden, and I was like, okay, yeah, okay, great, I'm in this group.
Cool.
And then another friend of mine, like weeks later, removed me from the group. Oh. Neither of them talked with me about it.
Oh.
And both of those, I guess, the race of either of those people doesn't really matter in the story, but they're the same race. One of them added me, one of them removed me, and I was like, this is interesting. So I brought it up to my friend. He's like, yeah, we should probably talk about that. I just felt that maybe like because you present and whatever. Sure, whatever you say. Yeah, yeah, okay, I'm not a person of color because you removed me from that group, so I'm not.
Well, are you not? I mean, is it up to the group to decide, or is it up to you to decide if you're a person of color?
I definitely don't want to be the person that enters the space and has people be like, you don't know what it's like.
Yeah.
Because it's true, I don't. But I do want to play with you. I would rather play in this group that I identify with more than play with a group of white guys in flannel shirts. But is it about me? That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, that's tricky. Okay, I have an easier question. What is an example of a microaggression that you've lived through?
A very consistent one has always been like nicknames that people give me without my consent that are play off of my name because they can't pronounce my name.
Wow.
Or they won't pronounce my name. I play kickball on Sundays, and there was a guy on our team that I've seen him before. And I was like team captain, and so I was like, okay, let's introduce ourselves. Nice to meet you all. And then this guy next to me is like, oh, I'm never gonna be able to say that. And I'm like, yes, you can. Just say it. And he's like, no, I can't. I'm like, say it. And I like made him say my name. I was like, just say it. Just open your mouth and say it.
Oh no.
And then he was like, and I was like, see, it was not that hard. You can say it. So don't tell yourself you can't, because you can.
Yes.
And it was kind of like held this simultaneous space of like, I look like an asshole, and also I'm like, yeah, standing up for myself. And also like my MO is to like motivate people to be able to do it.
Yes. Yeah. What excites you these days? What gives you hope?
Oh my God. I'm so excited that my kids get to see the world changing and are part of a world that's on this like path of more understanding.
Yes.
And also I'm terrified of what kind of world they're going to be in. But
yes.
I think that there are more good people than, I don't like saying good. I think I want to say reasonable. There are more reasonable people than unreasonable people. And the key is to connect with individuals as often as we can.
Amen.